Hello and welcome back, everyone. It is your girl Cassandra Olivia back with some more hair reaction videos. I'm so excited to bring you guys this type of content, and thank you guys so much for watching and for the feedback. So if you can't tell by today's title, we're going to be doing some reactions to some green hair tutorials. So the reason why I wanted to do a green hair tutorial is because you guys know St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I thought this would be a nice festive fun thing to do. So I went ahead and did this green makeup look on my live stream on YouTube and TikTok. If you guys missed that, please be sure to visit my live tab. And now without further ado, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to like and comment down below, and let's get into the first video. I know how I do, I get straight to the point, so if some of these videos are extra long, I'm gonna go ahead and get directly to the part where they're coloring, and then I'll do my reviews as far as the before and after.
Watch my first video, you will see how I got from this to this. It was a journey. It was my first time ever bleaching my hair at home, and I think I did a pretty good job. The reason why I bleached my hair is to be able to do fun fashion colors. I think I got it light enough. It's pretty yellow up top. It's a little bit orangey on the bottom, but as I was saying in my last video, I don't want to bleach it again because I don't want to damage my hair more than I need to, and I think it's light enough for the color that I'm going to do. I'm kind of scared. I've never done a fun color in my hair before. So I got two colors. Space Cowgirl from Arctic Fox, which is a super bright kiwi lime green, and then I also got a darker green phantom green.
Okay, so starting off, she has a really pretty look. She's a really pretty girl, so shout out to you. Starting off, she has a really nice canvas. She's about a level 8/9. She's a little bit more on the goldy orange yellow side. However, she's trying to go dark green into a lighter green, so that's actually perfect because you don't have to be necessarily a platinum blonde or level 10. You want to make sure that you are light enough though, so that way when you put the green on top, it does take. So for example, if she was like a darker brown or like a ginger color, then the green is going to mix with that ginger and then come out super dark. So I'm believing this is going to come out great. She said it's her first time doing a vivid color. So let's see how it turns out.
Dark green would be like the most natural for me because I naturally have darker brown hair. So a dark green is an easy transition, but I feel like since I'm this bright, I should take advantage of it and use the bright green, because if I use the bright green and I don't really like it, I can always go in later and darken it up with the deep green, whereas if I go in with the deep green first, it's going to be harder to go over top of that with the bright.
She's actually correct. So that's actually genius. She's going to go in with the lighter green first just to see how it takes on her hair. If it takes perfectly and becomes this neon, she doesn't have to do anything further. However, if she puts the neon green on top of what she has already, and for whatever reason it doesn't take, all she has to do is put the darker green on top and it's going to help to camouflage. So that's actually correct.
Orange and green are complementary colors, and together they make brown. And I think my hair is more yellow than orange, but it does have a little bit of oranginess to it. You can see. So I'm just gonna hope for the best.
So okay, she said she's gonna hope for the best, and she has like an orangey tone, so I just mentioned that prior. What she could do is actually pre-tone her hair, so she has a little bit of orange and yellow in her hair. She could use a blue shampoo to cancel out the orange undertones, and then she can use a purple shampoo to neutralize the yellow. So what I would do is go with the purple shampoo first, then go with the blue shampoo and try to neutralize some of that color and then put the color on top. However, she's light enough to where I feel like the green is going to mask her color, but let's see how this comes out.
Hopefully it doesn't turn my hair some weird muddy color. I'm going to go in with mostly Space Cowgirl all over my hair, but because my roots are a bit lighter, I think I might mix a little tiny bit of Phantom Green in. I'm so scared but so excited at the same time. I will brush section and then we will start applying the color. Okay, hair is sectioned, looking super cute. I got my glovies. I don't think you really have to be as intense about sectioning, but I don't want to miss any spots, so I'm just gonna try to be as cautious as possible. So let me show you these shades as I pump them into my little bowls. Alright, so this is Space Cowgirl. Oh my gosh, this is so bright. Oh, it smells good. It smells like grapes. I really don't know how much I'm going to need, but I feel like I'm gonna need a lot. Oh, it's like slime. We'll start with that much and then we can always add more. There's Phantom Green. It is quite dark. I don't know if you can see. I'm not going to use that one just yet. All right, here we go. I'm so scared.
Pause. Okay, so now we're looking at the back of her hair. I can kind of see her roots a little bit more. So it looks like her roots and like maybe like 4 or 5 inches down in between her roots underneath is more orange, and then the mids to the ends is more blonde. So that lets me know already that the roots are going to come out a little bit darker than the ends just because of the starting level that they're at.
OMG. I hope this is gonna be dark enough to cover my hair since it is so yellowy orange. We'll see.
My guess is this first shade is not going to do much. It's probably going to take, like I said, on the mids and ends, but the roots I don't feel like it's going to take because her roots are still kind of orange. And like she said, green and orange are complementary colors, meaning that when you put the green on top, it's going to make it a brownish shade or like a darker color. So again, let's see, but that's just my educated guess.
If this doesn't end up like covering the yellowy oranginess, then I'll just go in with the phantom green over top.
I could take you anywhere, I could take you home. I just wanna be there so you never feel alone. I know how it feels to be lost inside this world. Don't give up, no. I can take you anywhere, I could take you home. I just wanna be there so you never feel alone. I know how it feels to be lost inside this world. Don't give up, no. It's hard to know who you are when you don't know where to start, and people are talking too much. I try my best to survive. Sometimes I don't feel alive, but I know that we'll make it.
It's gonna be so funny when I have to like go to my kid's school and volunteer with green hair. Totally normal mom. Nothing to see here. But I don't really care what people think. I'm already used to wearing like crazy makeup looks, so I mean my neighbors have seen me in blue cut crease, smoky eyes, crazy rainbow makeup looks. It is still kind of funny to think.
You know what's funny? She talking about a cut crease. That's literally what I did today with this green. Let me get into it real quick. She said going crazy with the makeup. Here I am going crazy with the makeup for you guys.
I've never had a really bright color like this before. I don't really like getting a lot of attention out in public, which is like, okay, then why would you dye your hair a bright color? Because obviously you're going to attract attention. Honestly, I just want to do this for the artistic, creative, fun, funky side of me. Like I said, obviously I love doing really cool, colorful makeup looks. So hair just unlocks a whole new world of possibilities for me. I don't know, there's just something super fun and exciting about putting on a full face of makeup and having a cool hair color, getting all dressed up. It's like you can be whoever you want to be. Just have fun and express yourself. But I am a little bit worried about the attention because I really don't like attracting a lot of attention. So we'll see. Maybe I'll hate having bright hair and I will just remove this and try to go back to being blonde or dyeing it dark again. I don't know. I will say this smells a heck of a lot better than the bleach did yesterday. That stuff, I was getting like dizzy from those fumes. By the end of bleaching my whole head, I was starting to feel real loopy. I'm adding some more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use this whole bottle. I got a lot of hair. Alright, so this part is a bit lighter, so I think I'm actually going to now mix a little bit of phantom green in with this just to deepen it up slightly. Let's just put like a smidge of phantom green, because this is a pretty dark shade. Ugh. I could open it. Alright, so I did like that much. That might be too much. We'll see. I think that's good actually. Maybe a little dark, but I think it'll be good. Ooh.
Yo, that's funny because literally it's not a service by me. It's not a normal day for me unless I drop at least one thing, whether it's a comb, a bobby pin, the cape. So her dropping the freaking coloring brush is sending me because that's so relatable.
I might actually put a little bit down here too.
No. I can take you anywhere, I could take you home. I just wanna be there so you never feel alone. I know how it feels to be lost inside this world. Don't give up, no. Don't give up, no. Don't give up, no.
Just finished applying the green dye. I'm going to let this marinate for like an hour and then we'll rinse it off and see the final result. Okay guys, so here is the result after I washed the coloring out. It's a little bit uneven and I'm going to blame myself for that because I was a little bit footloose and fancy free with the application. It's a little patchy and this part.
Alright, so I'm pausing this because I actually like how this came out. I like how the roots are darker and the ends are lighter. It's giving like a nice green ombre effect. The only thing I wish she would have done differently is apply more of that dark green to the right side of her head because you can see where it's light on this side and dark here. I feel like if she would have put the dark green on the roots, blended it into that lighter green, and then used the comb just to diffuse those lines, it would have blended better. But honestly, I'm not mad at this because the way that her hair was looking in the back underpart, I was feeling like it wasn't going to take. So I'm curious to see if she's going to show us the back underneath. But the front, actually, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 so far.
Plan of using the slightly darker color worked, but I don't really like the look necessarily. It doesn't look intentional. So my plan is to mix these two colors and just go over all of my hair because on the parts where I didn't use any of the darker color, it didn't fully cover that yellowy orange because it's such a light neon shade. I do like it, but I just don't think my hair was quite bright enough. So I'm gonna try to even everything out. Wish me luck. Here's my mixture. I actually ended up using almost an entire bottle of the Space Cowgirl, and I didn't use as much of the Phantom Green because this is so pigmented. I really just needed maybe 2 tablespoons, and it's pretty dark, but I think the color's really pretty. It's almost like a true green with a little bit of a twist, and I think it'll be dark enough to definitely cover up this other stuff we got going on. So let's get to it.
Alright, so I wasn't really mad at the first shade, but I'm actually liking this new green that she's mixing. So I'm curious to see how this is going to come out. And she did mention that the ends didn't really take, where it was like that darker orange brassy color. She did answer that question, which is what I assumed. But I'm like, she didn't show it, but she did tell us that it didn't take in the parts that were darker. So just also keep that in mind if you ever decide to do something like this. Sidebar, and props to her because she's actually 1, using glove, 2, using a mirror, and 3, she's sectioning her hair. So she's doing what she needs to do. Like, she's being very thorough.
Okay friends, so this is the final look. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. It's so fun and it makes me so happy every time I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I still get a little bit like shocked because I'm not quite used to it yet, but I think it turned out really well. Obviously it's not perfect. There are different variations of green. It's a little bit deeper and a little bit more cool toned by the roots because of that Phantom Green color that I used. But overall, I'm really happy with it. I think if I were to do it again, I mean, I didn't want to have to bleach my hair again, but ideally that would have given me the most even base to start with so that I could have gotten a more even green color. But I do think that the slight variations in greens sort of make it look a little bit more natural rather than like a wig. But I'm really loving it.
Alright, so for her green ate down. I actually like how it's not all one dimension. It has dimensional colors, so she has different hues of green when the light hits it, and it looks really good. And then the makeup look just tied everything together. So I'm gonna give this actually a 9 out of 10. I kind of liked it before when it was like that lighter color, but once she put this on, it was giving like poison ivy. So that is video number 1, and let's get to video number 2.
Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to be dyeing my hair, which I'm quite hopeful about. It's come up very blonde and very good green.
Alright, sidebar real quick, is she from the UK? I love when people speak with this accent. It's so pretty. Or she's from across the pond, as they say. But starting off, she wants to do green, and she's already pretty much a level 9/10. She's a very, very, very light blonde already, very minimal yellow. So she could also pre-tone with the purple shampoo just to cancel out any yellow and then put the green on top. But sometimes with that little tinge of yellow undertone, it actually helps to make the green a little bit more vibrant. So I feel like this is going to come out amazing just because she has pretty much a blank canvas. But let's see how she applies this.
Hopefully that will focus. There we go. Directions, and it is in the colour fluorescent green. I've got 2 tubs, which should be plenty for my hair. I've got a hair dye top on. I'll put some gloves on and we'll just whack it all on. I'm dyeing it all the one colour, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to plop it in basically. I'm feeling very hopeful about this. As I said, my hair has come up pretty decent. All of the leftover colours are pretty much out. There is a slight pink hue in this area here, and there is a slight blue hue in this area here, but it is really, really slight, and I don't think it should be any problem for putting this colour on top of, so fingers crossed it isn't. And yeah, this is Directions hair dye. It is semi-permanent, it is completely plant-based, and it is vegan friendly and cruelty free. And I really like Directions normally. I find it quite conditioning. I find it leaves my hair feeling quite nice, especially after I've bleached it. So I'm really excited to use this one. I think it should be a decent time. I don't think there's much else to say. It does say on the pot to leave it on for around 15 minutes. I do leave it on for more like 30 to 45. I like my hair to be very bright, very vibrant, and I like it to last as long as possible, so I do tend to leave it on a little bit longer until I can see that it's kind of like soaked in. But yeah, that's pretty much the only way that I vary from what it tells you to do. So I think that's everything. Let's put it on my hair. Okay, let's just go for it.
Okay, first things first, I do want to say she is sectioning her hair out, and she's using gloves, and she's also using a mirror. So far, these videos I selected, they're doing their big ones.
Okay, and here are the results. I'm actually really, really happy with this. It's not perfect.
She actually came out a really vibrant neon green. One, because of her hair was so light that green is just going to grab onto that pigment. But also she did say that the color she's using is like a natural, it's made out of plants. So a lot of times when people use natural stuff, I feel like it's not as strong as like a chemical. It still will work. But this green that she has is more like a neon, but it's really, really pretty.
Little bit patchy, especially on the underneath layers. Like there's just a little bit of patchiness in, but it seems to be like strands rather than areas. I mean, to be honest, it's not really showing much up on camera at all. Okay, you can kind of see it here, like there's a bit here that it's still green, but it's just not the same green as the rest of it. But overall, I'm really happy with this. I think it's turned out really, really decent. Like it definitely,
her roots apart, you can see the reflect of like the red undertones in her hair and a little bit of that gold coming through, just from her not pre-toning. But it's ever so slight, and I can notice it because I'm a hairstylist. I'm pretty sure you guys can too when she's like separating her hair. If you look at the roots, how that light is hitting it, it's looking like a kind of like a brassy orangey green a little bit. But She's also in front of a light and a mirror and everything, but this honestly is not terrible. So I'm going to give her a 7 out of 10 just for the application alone and the fact that she took her time to section the hair. Let me see her final remarks really quick.
It's a fluorescent green. I'm really happy with it, and I don't know, like, honestly I don't know if this one was UV reactive. I've thrown away the tubs, but I'm going to double check. I guess I'll put it on the screen somewhere if it is UV reactive.
UV reactive?
Really like this. If it is UV reactive, I think I'm
oh, that's so cool.
A laser tag, because I think it looks very, very cool. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. I ended up leaving it on for an hour. It definitely didn't need an hour. I just got waylaid watching TV, but I did leave it on for an hour in the end, and I'm happy with the results. Like, it looks really decent. Like, you can see it is slightly different in areas. It is, you know, it's not all one solid continuous colour, but my hair before wasn't a blank canvas. It wasn't easy, so yeah.
And you see how she's mentioning that her canvas before wasn't blank, as in she had the different colors of blonde and red, and remember she said she had the blue. So because her blonde wasn't even when she went to go put that green on, it's going to take how the color is on top of whatever canvas you're working with. So if she had all one color blonde, it'll be all one color green. But because she had mostly blonde, a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, those spots where she had that red and blue undertone, now with the green on top, you can really see them trying to peek through a little bit. Not too much, it still blends, but it's peeking through enough where you can notice that it's definitely some discoloration there.
Really well. My hair feels in really good condition, especially with how much I've been bleaching it previous. Like, it feels good. I've also straightened it today and it still feels healthy.
It looks healthy too.
I do really enjoy this brand, and overall, yeah, I'm just really, really happy with it. I think it's gone good. I enjoy the colour. I like the colour. I will say I did decide to put makeup on because I do think it's one of those colours that, because I'm so pale, I was a little unsure how to like style my hair and dress straight away with the hair colour. So I thought, putting makeup on, I don't look as pale, and it just makes it a bit easier. So I'm definitely going to keep it for a while. I'm not sure how long I'll keep it. I think this is the sort of hair that I will probably bring back in the winter. It is currently March, so I'll keep it whilst it lasts, and I will of course, as always, link down below.
Right, so she's pretty much going to keep her hair like this. She said it's March. I try to find videos that were recent, so that way they're not like super old and you're like, what the heck, Cassandra? So she literally just did this hair color 5 days ago, or she posted it 5 days ago. I'm not sure when she did it, but it says March. It's still March, so recently. And yeah, it came out really cute. I like how this looks. She said she did a little bit of makeup just to make the hair pop. And I feel like sometimes when you do bold looks, you have to do a little bit of makeup just to make everything kind of show up on screen. So that is video number 2. And let's get into our third and final green transformation video.
Going through a breakup, and that means that today I'm going to be dyeing my hair a completely different color.
I like her liner, it's cute.
I call it manifesting a better version of myself. Literally weeks now. Phthalo green, also known as phthalocyanine green. This color has been popping up on my Instagram, on Google, on TikTok, literally everywhere, and I think that it is very much life showing me like, let's move into a direction that we haven't visited in quite a while now. Whilst I tend to do my emerald color very, very frequently, this color I've actually never ever tried. It is extremely deep. It is a very, very true forest green, but it does still shift ever so slightly blue, something that I'm grateful for because blue-green pigments tend to look much better on skin than green-yellow pigments. I'm extremely excited to try it, and I'm taking you along. Moment. We still have obviously like quite a coppery root, but my hair is just looking tired. Color is looking dull. The ends are looking a bit exhausted, and I think not only does it need a color change, but it also needs a bit of a TLC little hydration moment. Luckily for me, today I'm going to be using Arctic Fog, Base of Blue Jean Baby. I want to say that this has
And extract every single
She's doing her
ounce
promo.
of
Let's
them.
get through this.
Like me, are working with like a medium to zinc bleach, please.
All right, she's doing her promo, so I'm gonna skip through that because I don't want to torture you guys. However, I do notice one of the first things is she's gorgeous. Her hair is a nice length. She does have a little bit of copper towards the top, but I'm assuming she's gonna lift it before she colors it. But again, that's an assumption. I'm gonna watch this through. This is literally my raw reaction to this video. And I do want to give her kudos for having gloves on.
It's very easy to squeeze out color from. So this is Blue Jean, right? Depth, wrong color. Poseidon.
Sidebar, I love Arctic Fox. I like their colors. They're very vibrant. vibrant. They're very vibrant. They're affordable. The only thing I do want to say is the old Arctic Fox bottles, the black bottles, sometimes when you get to the bottom, it's so hard to get the last bit of color out because it's a bottle. So when you try to squeeze it, it's just stuck all at the bottom. You have to sit it upside down for a while, add some water, shake it. So the fact that it's in a tube and I can just use a color key and squeeze the color out like you do toothpaste is chef's kiss. Because me, I'm trying to get my money's worth. And if I'm spending, let's say $15 or $16 for a bottle of color, I want every last drop. So most times I will cut mine open and then get that last little bit and scoop it out if need be. But just between us gals, okay? Just between us gals.
A bit too blue. I'm going in with a tiny bit of Emerald Fortune. Oh! So you can see this color is literally the color that we want. But if I put this on directly, it's not going to come anywhere near that. It's just going to be muddy. I've got the 3 colors in here. Let's mix together and see what the hell we end up with.
Color theory. So she's using some color theory to see what she wants to mix with her green to make it more deep and vibrant. So she's actually testing out a couple different shades to see what she's going to mix. I'm just going to fast forward to when she starts mixing it. But that's actually really smart to see what's going to mix. Or you can even do a little tiny like dot of color, mix a couple dots together just to see before you mix the whole container. So that's actually really smart.
Apply it to our hair because I really want a bright color. I am feeling spontaneous. I've been to Malta, which you should come. I've committed now. Oh my god.
Sidebar. So I believe she's going to apply this directly to her color, but this could possibly work. The only thing is her roots are growing out, so her roots are natural. They're not lifted at all. It's virgin hair. But the rest of her hair, where it's orange, that brassy color, she's putting blue into her mixture, which is actually really good because blue will cancel out orange to make it brown. And then hopefully with that blue undertone, that'll cancel out the orange and then the green will take over. But let's see how it turns out. I'm having faith so far. She seems like she knows what she's talking about when she started talking about the color theory, so I have faith. It's giving she's a hairstylist or went to like hair school or something.
I love it. I love it. Okay. One really easy way to figure out how the end color is going to turn out is just to look through your hair in the light with the dye applied.
Strokes. She is applying this directly on top. Oh my god. All right, so because she has the natural roots, she has that brassiness in the middle, and then she has blue on the ends. It's all going to come out different shades. However, because it's such a dark green, it could possibly camouflage this. Now, I want to say when she first started putting it on, it looked blue. And the blue actually reminded me of Mystique from X-Men. That deep blue, you know the character I'm talking about? She's like nude with the blue all over her and the red hair and the, you know, the creepy eyes. That's what it looked like when she first started putting it on. It gave me Mystique vibes.
It is looking dark. And it is looking navy. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know if this is going to register the green that I want, but I'm nonetheless excited. There's a really, really gorgeous kind of deep emerald shade right along my hairline, so I'm hoping something will come of it. Whether it will be phthalo green, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. How badly do we want to see it? Yeah? All right, here, let me show you a magic trick. Bah, bah.
Ooh. Y'all, I am shook. So the color, if you look closely, it is different variations of that phthalo green. However, it eats down, and with this top and the necklace, she is serving looks, honey. Okay, so you can see it a little bit better here. You can see where that orange brassiness was. It still is a little bit darker. However, the green is so dark, and because she added that blue, it did help to cancel out most of that pigment. So even though it's uneven, it's a little bit noticeable to the naked eye, but it blends enough to where you're not like it looks patchy. So you could definitely get away with this, and it doesn't look bad. And the way that she did her makeup is so freaking pretty. I just peeped, she's using the Tymo 2-in-1 straightener. I actually have that here. It's in, it's not in this room. I don't feel like going to get it. But actually, hold on, let me go grab it. So I just peeped, she has the Tymo 2-in-1 straightener, which I already did a promo video on this on my channel. This is a hair straightener that also doubles as an airflow mechanism on the outer portion. So when you plug this in, this part does not get hot. The only part that's hot is the plate on the inner side. This has been going viral all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, pretty much everywhere. Fun fact, this was actually sent to me before they even released it years ago. I'm talking probably 3 years ago. And when I moved into my house that we live now, I found it on accident. So I reopened it. I did an unboxing on my channel. So I opened it. I went ahead and did an unboxing on my channel and I posted that video. So I will link that down below for anybody interested, as well as the link. But it is on my Amazon store. So if you guys are looking for a great straightener, it has 5 different heat settings. It has the airflow. It has, you can cut that on and off. And it's just a really, really nice tool to have, especially if you're somebody that likes to press your hair and you don't want to worry about heat damage in your hair. So be sure to check that out, okay? I peeped that we got the same thing, friend. And check out my Amazon store. I'll be sure to link it there also. And if you guys have any questions, you know you can drop them down below. So pretty on her.
Phthalo green, everybody.
Alright, so that is pretty much her end result. I know she did a little bit of talking after her video to break down what she did, but I just wanted to get straight to the meat and potatoes. Y'all know how I am. I like to cut straight to the chase. So this color came out bomb. I'm actually going to give this one a 9 out of 10 as well. These 3 ladies that I selected, you guys did your due deals. There wasn't a single green transformation where I was like shook or scared. Normally I'm on here like waiting for some craziness to pop off or waiting for some hair to fall out, waiting for some damage to be done. But you ladies, you did that, okay? All right, so with that being said, I'm getting ready to hop off of here. I was going to do 2 different reaction videos back to back, but I realized I was just going to be doing too much because I literally have 9 other videos I want to react to, and I just feel like me sitting here for 2 hours watching videos, it's going to not be organic. It's going to be organic, but I'm going to lose that energy. So what I'm going to do is post this video today, and then I'll have more reaction videos coming up. And if you see anything that looks crazy, whether it's a hair fail, hairstylist horror story, TikTok fails, hair bleach fails, relaxer fails, braid fails, too tight braids, alopecia, whatever you want me to react to, dandruff scratch, let me know in the comments and I will search for that type of content and react to that, okay? So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on this journey in my channel. Thank you for subscribing. My next goal is 190K subscribers. We're almost there. And then I'm going for the 200K. So if you could just be so kind as to subscribe to my channel, share this video, drop a comment and a like, I will appreciate and love you forever, friend. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.